with a St. Patrick's Day feast, because you know it is this Saturday. And while Irish pubs and restaurants are probably where you will be gathering, well, there is a pretty big Irish festival that's taking place in Chandler that you may want to consider. Tom Ryan, he is the founder of Tom's BBQ. He joins us now in the Stone Creek Kitchen, and he's here to talk about the event. And he's also going to make a traditional dish for St. Patrick's Day, corned beef and cabbage. Welcome to Sonoran Living.
Thank you so much. Good to be here.
I finally get to put the face with the name, Tom's BBQ. I mean, at one point you had 14 restaurants.
We had 14 restaurants in the valley at one time. We've kind of scaled back. We have 5 operating right now. We've been here for 22 years.
And it's a family business.
It is a family business, and it's just been great for us, and Arizona's been good for us as far as business.
Well, I think you've been good for Arizona as well. All right, so the first thing I asked you was, okay, so corned beef and, you know, cabbage, this is something that you just do because it's St. Patrick's Day, but you said you're Irish.
I am Irish, and coming from Chicago with a very, very Irish population there. St. Patty's Day is like Cinco de Mayo here. Okay,
it's
a big
deal.
Event. We spread it out. Everybody's eating corned beef and cabbage, and the pubs are going crazy. And not too many people know the different cuts of corned beef, and it's a very simple dish to make.
This is all we need, is what's right here.
This is all we need right here.
Okay, show me how to do it and what's involved.
I was in the market the other day, and I did pick up this a retail package of corned beef. Now look at that.
And this the easiest thing, just to buy something like this?
This, yes, and brisket is the most popular cut of corned beef. This is the flat.
Okay.
You'll see the market, there'll be 2 packages. One will be about 30 cents cheaper per pound than this one, and that'll be the point. Now the point has a little more fat. The grain runs multi-different directions, so it's a little harder to carve. But flavor-wise, it's probably the better tasting piece of meat. We chose the flat today because
you're Tom.
I'm Tom, and it's easy to cut. Now, when you see this piece of meat here, which is about 4 pounds, you're going to get about nearly half of that when it's cooked.
Okay.
So in picking out your corned beef, you want to get a big enough piece, but not too big that you can't put it in the largest pot you have in the kitchen.
And you want to make sure you have lots of leftovers, too.
Absolutely.
All right, well, let's get started. We're on a time here, so what do we do?
Basically, what we're looking at is red potatoes. We kind of cut them in equal sizing so they'll cook, you know, conform evenly is the word I'm looking for. Yes. Thank you. Carrots and cabbage. Now, cabbage, the core, you'll want to cut your cabbage so you get a piece of the core on every piece. Now, the purpose of that is to hold the cabbage together when it's cooking.
Good point.
Otherwise, it'll be floating all over the place. So, we need a pot big enough to put your corned beef in and cover it. We'll put this on the stove and we'll with the corned beef and bring it to a boil. Once it's at a boil, we'll turn the heat down to a simmer, and you can expect to cook this for 4 hours.
So about this just goes in there for 4 hours?
About 40 minutes per pound.
Okay.
All right? It's a long time, but it's a slow simmer to tenderize this meat and make it right. When the meat is fork tender, you may want to pull it out, and you're going to turn your pot up to a full boil, add your carrots and your potatoes. Reserve the cabbage for later because that takes a shorter time to cook. So 15 to 20 minutes cooking your carrots and your potatoes.
Let me ask you a question here, Tom. Did we put the spices in at the beginning?
Oh, yes. Most packages will come with a spice packet. And
that's all we need? Like we don't have to add our own spices, or
if you wish to make it a little more pungent on your sauce, you can add cloves of garlic, bay leaves, a couple bay leaves, not too many. Or if you have a pickling spice, just a couple tablespoons of pickling spice in your water.
What spices do you think are in here?
That's coriander. There's coriander, there's bay leaf, there's red pepper.
It doesn't look like a lot, but it's going to add a lot of flavor?
Yes, and the fat, and you're going to come up with a nice broth on this water.
Okay.
And that's going to add the flavor to the vegetables and make a delightful dinner.
All right. Did we already make some? What's that over there?
Okay.
Is that our finished product? Because I'm really hungry.
This, I wanted to, are we going to?
You know what, I tell you what, let's go ahead and let's save this for our next segment.
That's what I wanted to do.
Yes, our next segment, we are going to plate it. We're going to show, I mean, just you talking about it, it looks like a very easy dish to make.
Very simple.
All right.
And you can do this in a crock pot as well, but give it another couple hours.
Okay, in the
About
crock
8
pot?
hours in a crock pot.
Okay, perfect. You're a good teacher there, Tom.
Thank you.